So I'm going to put very first thing I'm going to put in the chat is how to qualify for the weekly cash prize as well as the monthly drawing. Okay, so this is something that anybody who's participating on this can qualify for that, regardless of your country that you're in. Everybody can participate. So what I'm going to do is put in the chat. I'm going to put my email address, which is rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Okay, so in order to qualify for the weekly drawing, it's the cash prize and the monthly drawing. Just send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and give me your biggest takeaway from the presentation, and that'll qualify you for both drawings. So you don't need to send me two separate emails. And basically what I'm looking for here is if you had a big aha moment, if there's something that I shared with you, like to me, this was life-changing information, okay? So it's something with how to start saving in the form of silver and gold starting today. And it's a lot of people aren't aware of how to do it. They know the importance of it, but they're not sure how to go about doing it. And what I wanted to share with everybody here this evening is it's a informational presentation. Then also I have a really special opportunity to share with you as well. And so with the opportunity, I do have to, by company requirements, I have to put this in here. So there's a link going to be here for the income disclosure. Okay. Okay, so like if you click on this link, the income disclosure for 7K, that'll actually give you the income disclosure, because with what I'm going to be sharing with you here is an opportunity where, in addition to saving for your future and building wealth, you will have an opportunity if you're in one of these 7 countries that I'll be sharing with you here in a minute. You will have the opportunity to earn passively in the process, which is kind of like the cherry on top. Okay, so and then last thing I'll do is put in the chat is like this website here is a 10,000 foot overview of what I'm going to be sharing tonight. So if you're pressed for time, you can watch that, but then also you can click on that afterwards. And there's 3 short videos on that homepage that gives you, like I said, a 10,000 foot overview of what I'm sharing. But I'm going to go in a little bit more detail with that. So it's basically information that's going to give you a different perspective on your, how you view money, and as far as what you should consider moving forward, that'll help you build true generational wealth for your family. And that's very important nowadays, because there's a lot of opportunities online where, people are saying, do this to make money and make money, make money, which 90% of them don't work. But anyways, but that's besides the point. But nobody's really sharing with you what to do with your money once you have it. And that's very important. It's very critical, because what you do with your money is just as important as how you make your money. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with everybody. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up my PowerPoint presentation. And let's see. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. It's right in front of me. Okay. So with this PowerPoint, this is something that I have a short video that I'm going to share with everybody on here as well. And that's what really is kind of like the key critical part of this presentation is it's information. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the most overlooked and simple technique to building wealth and growing your income starting today. And how you can preserve your wealth and have a more secure financial future. And tonight we're going to be talking about how to start saving in the form of silver and gold. And like I said, there's this misconception out there that people feel that you have to have X amount of dollars, like thousands of dollars, in order to do it. And that's basically what it is. It's a misconception, because people are not aware of different ways to go about doing it. And that's what I wanted to share with everybody here this evening, because if you would ask me a little bit over a year ago, hey, Rick, how do you save in the form of silver and gold or whatever? What should I do? I would probably tell you to Google it, because I wouldn't have had the information. But this was shared with me on December 11th, 2020. And since then, it has made a huge impact. When it was shared with me, I was like, holy cow, this is something that everybody needs to know. Okay, it's something it's not taught in the formal education system growing up. It wasn't taught to me when I was back in school. And then also my 2 sons who graduated high school, this information wasn't shared with them either. And so this is something that's vitally important to understand, the value of the US dollar, why it's declined over the years, and then what are some options that you have that you can do to, save and build wealth for yourself. Okay, because everybody knows that the purchasing power of the US dollar is a lot less than it used to be And it steadily declines. Okay, and so that's what we're going to be covering in part of the presentation here this evening. So I'm going to be sharing with you the benefits of saving in the form of precious metals, and i.e. in this case here, gold and silver. I'm going to share with you how to save, who you can trust, because there's a lot of companies out there that you can purchase, silver and gold from. Okay, but there's certain things that you need to look for that I want to share with you in this presentation to give you an idea to, because if you're, saving in the form of silver and gold, you want to make sure that it's coming from a reputable company and that they're able to trace and track every step that they got, where they got the gold and silver from, because that's very important to be able to do that. And this is what a lot of people, I think, tend to overlook. Okay, it's because it's great to have silver and gold if you're able to purchase it, but you also want to make sure that there's it comes from a reliable source and that it's actually traceable and trackable, which is something that's not often talked about. I'm also going to share with you, how do you know if you're getting a good deal, and how can you afford to purchase gold and silver even if you're on a tight budget? And that was kind of in my situation when it was introduced to me a little over a year ago. At the time, I was like, well, I know I should be saving in the form of silver and gold in some capacity, but I wasn't sure how I could do it. Okay, because as a business owner, I a lot of the money that I have coming in, I put back into the business. Okay, so it's something that even as a business owner, you're budgeted. Okay, and if there's any business owners on here, this is something that I highly encourage you to watch as far as the presentation goes, because it's going to give you some insight as to what you can do with your employees as well. Okay, and how you can actually build a more secure future for yourself as well. But on a tight budget, this is something that regardless of your income, whether you're making, minimum wage or, $15,000 a year or $150,000 a year, this is something that you can do regardless of how much money you make. And I'm going to share with you how you can do it incrementally, which is very important. And that's as far as building wealth. Building wealth isn't something that, boom, all of a sudden you're wealthy, unless you win the lottery or something. But other than that, it's called building wealth because it happens over a period of time. It's not just instantaneous. And with this, what I'm going to be sharing with everybody here tonight is how incrementally, month by month, you can start building that wealth for you and your family. Okay. So can gold and silver really build true generational wealth? That is the one key thing that is, I'll answer that one right now. Yes, it can. Okay. If you look at the wealthy families who, you go back generation after generation, they've always been wealthy. Well, if you go back to a family that's been wealthy over 100 years ago, what were they doing then? Okay. Part of what it is, every single wealthy family have at least a certain percentage of what they save in the form of silver and gold, because it's always proven, it's always proven to be, hold its value over the course of time. And it's something that, it's always had its value. Even go back to like the biblical standpoint. What did one of the wise men bring infant Jesus? They brought him gold, because even back then, gold had its value, its significance. So it's always maintained its value and its purchasing power. And so with wealthy families, I'm sure they have multiple streams of multiple sources that they invest in and save in, but gold is the one key factor that every single one of them does. Okay, so that's something important to know. I'm also going to be sharing with you what your financial institutions and financial advisors do not want you to know, and then also how you can start today. And I do have a really exclusive special opportunity for everybody tonight. If you're located in one of these 7 countries here, United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, or Singapore, I like to call this the cherry on top. It's the potential to earn passively in the process while you're saving for your future. Okay, and that's something that'll be touched on in this video. I'm going to share with you here in a moment, but it's also something that I will go a little bit more in depth and take it a step further, because this is our 1-year special anniversary celebration. So, and with being the Christmas season, I really want to help bring a lot of joy and everything to everybody that's here on the presentation. Okay, so who is this for anyone who understands the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold, but they're not sure how to go about doing it? That was me over a year ago. And now it's changed my perspective on how I save. And it's also changed the perspective on how my family saves as well. So it's something that it's important to know. And it's like, this will give you some ideas of how you can do it. Okay, whether you take advantage of it, that's great if you do. If you don't, at least you have the knowledge. And that's why the whole purpose of this presentation is just to share the knowledge with you so you can make a more informed decision about your future. Okay, it's also for those who are looking for other options to save and control how much and how often. It's for those who work a job that perhaps don't have a 401k. Now, some of the bigger corporations out there and companies, they offer their employees a 401k plan. And if you work for any of those companies, I highly encourage you to take advantage of it, because with the 401k, a certain percentage comes out of your paycheck week after week. And depending on how you have it split up or diversified, that money starts growing for you behind the scenes. Okay, so it's something that you don't really you monitor it, occasionally to make sure that it's growing, but it's something where it's kind of done for you. Once you diversify it, it actually works for you, so you don't have to monitor, do it, watch it, day after day after day. But it's something that'll work and build for you and start building that wealth for you. So, like in this case here. With what I'm sharing with everybody here this evening, this is like your own I like to consider it your own personal form of a 401k in the form of silver and gold. Okay. And it's something that you do control. You don't have to pay anybody to do it for you. You can take care of it yourself. And it's actually very easy to do once you know how. So it's also for those who are looking for money for college. They might have a son or a daughter or grandkids that are interested in going to college. And this just gives you another option to help save for that type of expense down the road. And also for those who are looking to put a little nice nest egg on the side, you might have your other, forms of saving, whether it's real estate or stocks or what have you. But this gives you another option to consider. And it's also for those who are looking to earn an additional income, because like I said, I have that special opportunity to share with everybody. And then also it's just somebody who's wondering what their options are. And like I said before, this is something that's not taught in the formal education system growing up. So if you have a son or a daughter that's teenaged or even college or aged or whatever, or grandkids, have them watch at least this video presentation that I'm going to share with you here in 1 minute, okay? Because it's going to be very eye-opening. Give them a better understanding of why the U.S. dollar has declined over the years and its value, and then also what to consider when it comes to precious metals, i.e., silver and gold, and why it should be something that you should consider in your future. So what I want to do, just real quick to recap. To qualify for the drawing, send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org with your biggest takeaway from the presentation, whether it's you had an aha moment or if there's something I could do to improve the presentation that I give with you. So any type of constructive criticism or feedback, whatever, that's great. I'm open to that. So, and that'll qualify you for the weekly and the weekly cash prize drawing and the monthly drawing. So what I want to do here is I'm going to share a short video with you. I'm going to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders of this company called 7K. And the reason why I like to share this video is because he has a really nice presentation where he goes over the value of the US dollar and what's happened over the years. And then also, what's happened with precious metals, in particular cases, silver and gold. So he actually does a very nice presentation. And I wanted to share that with everybody. So I will be watching this with you. I have to double check, make sure everything's going good on YouTube, but I will be back here watching it with you. So without further ado, here is Zach, and hope you enjoy the video.
Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. If you look at this chart, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and you'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, the dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the Everyday Price Index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home cost 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? So check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce will buy you a movie ticket. And in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 into the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. Question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come out of life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here are some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning. And we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now, here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Autosaver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Autosaver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection, MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K labeled MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State Series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member-to-member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. Let me show you how to rank up to unlock max. As an associate, you can earn to $500 per week. Copper, $1,000 per week. Bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a one-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet, so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job there of going over the history of the U.S. dollar and why it's declined over the course of time, and then also with sharing what here's that income disclosure again, which if you click on that link in the chat, this will be pulled up for you. But when he shares the examples of the silver and gold, even going back to 1965, I mean, those were probably the 2 biggest things that stood out to me as far as holy cow, this is something that unless you actually see it kind of like in black and white where it's shown to you, you have no idea. That that's what's happened over the course of time. So like in 1965, you had the $2,500, or the dollar was equivalent to 1 ounce silver coin. They were both worth $1 each. And then you walked into a Ford dealer, you could buy a Ford Mustang. But if you took, $2,500 into a Ford dealer today, you're looking at a down payment and another 4 or 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had those, the same 2,500 1 ounce silver coins, you could walk out of the Ford dealer with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So, I mean, that is a huge difference that just shows you the value of what's happened, with silver over that course of time. And then as example of the gold, investing $10,000 into a house back in 1965, your return on that investment would be somewhere in the area of around $85,000, which is a very good return. But if you had taken that same $10,000 back in 1965 and put it into gold, you'd be looking at over $500,000 as far as your return. So just those 2 examples to me, which is what really stood out. I mean, he showed some of the other examples of the cost of living and inflation, and it's true, the cost of living keeps going up. And whereas, when you're working a job or something and you're making your hourly wage, it doesn't seem that the wage that you make, pardon me, that buys as much as it used to. And there's a reason for that, because the inflation and everything. But like this example here with what Zach showed, it was just phenomenal examples. And that's what to me was so eye-opening when I watched this the first time. I'm like, holy cow, everybody has to know this, because to me, that's what's it might not, to me, it's exciting because, when you understand, what you can do as far as building that wealth for your family, or, starting to save in different things. And, I'm not, by no means am I saying, save everything in silver and gold, but it does give you an option of something to consider, maybe do a certain percentage or whatever. And that's one thing that your financial advisors and the bank, financial institutions aren't telling you. It's like the banks don't want you doing something like this, saving in the form of silver and gold, because if you're handling it yourself and you're saving by your own means in the form of silver and gold or precious metals, you're not putting the money into the bank's hands, because when you put your money into a bank, the savings account or what have you, you're going to get a whopping, you don't even get most banks don't even give you 1% interest right now. So yet they're using your money to, make money, to loan it out, to actually purchase silver and gold and invest in silver and gold. And yet, if you're not putting the money in the bank, they're not going to tell you, hey, go ahead and check out 7K or some of these companies where you can actually save in the form of silver and gold and you're going to get a better return on your investment. They're not going to tell you that, because then you're not giving them your money or, saving your money in the bank. Okay. And same with the financial advisors. I have never had one tell me, hey, Rick, you should save 8 to 10% or something in like precious metals. And, you can do it yourself here if you go to this company or whatever, because with, financial advisors, I've never had one first off tell me that to, save a certain percentage of precious metals. And maybe that's just the ones that I've had. But at the same time, they're not going to tell you to do that, because if you can do it yourself, you're not having them do it. And that's how they make their money, is by handling your transactions. And so that's something to just kind of keep in mind. This is something that what was so nice about this information is that it's something that you can do yourself. You don't have to be a wizard or a genius or an expert at silver and gold. This is something, and like 7K has their buyer certification thing, and they call it that it's a step-by-step training where they actually go more in depth on silver and gold, and why they have different experts in different video clips and stuff that share why it's important to consider it and to have it as a portion of what you save. And that's what's very it's very informative. I actually have gone through that a couple of times, because every time I do, I pick up more information. And it's something that I highly encourage you to, if you do when you go ahead and create your membership, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that, because it's free. And it's also one of those types of training things where it's not like you have to sit there and watch every single thing all the way through. Like if you started a video or a portion of it, and I think it's maybe, I want to say roughly around 3 hours total, maybe, where if you start watching the training and you get interrupted or you have to stop it or something, it'll pick up exactly where you left off. So it's not something where you always have to rewatch everything. Like I know a lot of programs out there online have that, where if you don't finish it, you have to start all over from the beginning. No, the 7Ks is very thorough, and it's a real nice setup how they have it. So you can do it little bite-sized pieces and do it a little bit at a time too if you wanted to. But I highly encourage everybody to take advantage of that because it's free with the membership. But before I want to get into this and share the special anniversary bonus Christmas edition offer that I have for everybody, which again, this is the weekly cash prize drawing and the monthly drawing. And also what I'm going to share, this is from me. It's not from 7K. This is from me to you to thank you for taking the time this evening to watch this presentation with me and to learn about saving in the form of silver and gold. That's why to me, it has nothing to do with 7K. I mean, well, technically it does because that's who I'm talking about, but the gifts are from me. Okay. That's just my way of thanking you because to me, this was life-changing information for me and it's made a huge impact on my life. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll make a difference on your life. And at least you have the information on hand to make a more informed decision moving forward. Okay. That's my main purpose here. And hopefully with that video and what I'm sharing with you, hopefully you'll get that. Okay. So real quick, a little bit more about 7K. You may have heard of them. You may have not. They are actually a physical company. They are located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So that if you're actually in that city, you can actually walk in their front door. They have normal business operating hours. They also do have a support team, a chat team. So if you have questions after hours, they're there for a while and you can actually submit a question there and somebody from support will answer your questions. But then also if you have something after hours or there's somebody out there, you can put your question in there and lickety split first thing very next morning, you're going to get an answer from them because they are really, really top notch when it comes to their customer service. I cannot speak highly enough of that. They're actually, they do have a phone number. You can contact them. You can actually pick up the phone call and talk to somebody. And then also they have a A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And this is one time I did the screenshot. At the time they had 40 customer reviews. And at that point they had a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, which is excellent. And I mean, that's good. And the A+ Better Business Bureau rating is good. But what I think is the most key factor here is the customer complaints. So they've been in business since 2016 and they have 0 customer complaints. And to me, that speaks volumes about the quality of their service, the quality of the organization, and also, you're dealing with silver and gold. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have a reputable company. So that's something to keep in mind too. And also just when I see that 0 customer complaints, I think that's probably stands out to me as the most important factor there. But a little bit more about the founders. There's Zach Davis, who did the presentation for us, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And in the presentation, Zach mentioned one of the owners being the founder of a $2 billion company. Well, if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, that's because he's the founder of Melaleuca. And that's a company that here in the United States, they've been around for about 2 decades. And they're still going strong. So they've been around. It just shows you the type of quality of people that got together and they're like, okay, you know what? How can we make saving in the form of silver and gold or purchasing silver and gold easier for the average everyday person, where they don't have to feel that they have to have that, like I said earlier, the misconception of having X amount of dollars in order to do it, where they could do it incrementally. And that's what's key important is when you're building wealth. It's not like this, it's not something, a lump sum thing where boom, all of a sudden you're wealthy. If you win the lottery, like I mentioned, that's one way of doing it. But in all cases, building wealth is something that's done over time. Okay. And this with 7K in their autosaver program, where you can pick a 1 day a month. They have 5 days each month. It's the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and today, the 26th, where you can have an autosaver scheduled. Okay. So, depending on when you create your membership, or like even if you create when you create your membership today, if you wanted to not have your first autosaver ship until the 15th of next month, you could do that. And it's something where you can change it. And it's something where, if you have a specific date, it's not etched in stone. So it's something that is changeable. So just kind of keep that in mind. But it just gives you an option to where, okay, say once a month, say if you went with the standard or the basic membership and the standard autosaver, okay, where you have the Silver Eagle shipped to you every month. Okay, so the Silver Eagle, which is this, okay, so this is an MS70 2020 Utah State Series Silver Eagle. Okay, it's graded MS70. MS70 means mint state. 70 is a perfect grade. So there's no other higher grade than this collectible coin here. So like Zach touched on that in the presentation about the $1.2 million mistake. So like back in 1986, when they first started producing the Silver Eagle, if you would have collected one of these every single month from then until now, over the course of time, and see this, like I said, over the course of time, you would spend maybe between 40 to 50,000. But, when you're doing that over the course of 35 years, 36 years, 35 years in 12 months, it's not really that much. So it's incrementally, but that collection is worth over $1.2 million. So that's something to shows you how a $40,000 to $50,000 investment over the course of time would turn into $1 million plus collection. Is basically what I was. So like when I graduated high school, if I would have known about the Silver Eagle and the importance of it down the road in hindsight, I would be a millionaire at this point if I would have collected one of these every single month. So that's what's nice about it is with the Silver Eagle, it's when NGC is the Numismatic Grading Corporation. They're one of the top 2 grading companies in the world. And what they do is they get the coins, they inspect them, and with the standard autosaver or the basic autosaver, you get one perfectly graded coin every single month. And with a graded coin, it comes in this hard plastic case, and it also has a serial number and a barcode on the front. So you can actually look up that barcode or serial number online. It'll tell you exactly what it is, okay, what this coin is. So there's ways to track it and prove that what you have is what it is. But then also you would never want to take it out of this plastic case because it's perfectly graded, and it's gonna maintain and hold its value more than in like a regular raw Silver Eagle. And so like if you want to liquidate it or sell it, you have that option of, you're going to get your top dollar back for it because it's a perfectly graded coin. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, because some people are like, well, why would I want to get a graded coin? That's why, because with it being perfectly graded, it's going to hold and maintain its value, and actually going to be worth more than like a raw silver coin. Okay, so it's just something to keep in mind. And they do offer it in gold too. I did get one of these just to see what they were like. This is a half gram. This is a 2021 Cook's Island. It's got a $5 face value gold coin, and as you can see, it's a lot smaller than the Silver Eagle. But this is 0.999% pure gold, and it's a half gram. Okay, and so this one's graded a PF70. So with the gold, it's a different classification, but it's a PF70 Ultra Cameo. So it's a perfectly graded gold coin. Okay, so this one here is like the Silver Eagle. It's going to maintain its value because it's graded longer than or better than if it was just like a raw coin. Okay, so that's kind of was kind of exciting when I could share that part with it. So that's what the graded coin aspect of it. Now they, like 7K, you can get the raw silver coins, the fractional gold coins, and they do have bullions, they have bars, they do have jewelry, and there's different things that they have both for men and women. So there are certain, it's not just you're just limited to coins, or specifically like collector's coins. There are different options that you have, and as long as you stay an active member, like being partaking in the share plan or the pay it forward plan, it's like what I would like to call it. Like a lot of people say, well, it's network marketing or it's affiliate marketing or something like that. Well, basically what you're doing is our 7Ks, when they got together to come up with this idea, it's like, okay, well, we want to make sure that everybody, regardless of their income, can actually have the opportunity to save in the form of silver and gold. But, what can we do to take it a step further and actually, help them, or, help them pay it forward? The people that become members, it's like, okay, well, that's where they came up with their share plan. So if you share this opportunity with somebody else and they become a member, you earn points for them becoming a member. Or if they have a purchase in their autosaver or some other purchase, through their link, after they become a member, you get those points as well. And as you get those points, and it's a binary compensation plan. So you have a left and a right, and you just put 1% on your left and 1% on your right. And when each side hits 250 or 500 points, then they'll cut you a check. They started doing, at the end of 2020, they started doing the $250 weekly paycheck. So like if somebody had like 275 points on their left and 250 on the right, they at least had 250 on each. So when they cycle their points every Saturday night at 11:59 Mountain Time, they would subtract those 250 points out, and they would put $250 in your Sound Money wallet. Okay. And usually what they do, just to give everybody heads up on that, they do hold it for 5 days because there's a couple day grace period where if somebody cancels, then, obviously you wouldn't get the points for their membership, but there's a 5 day grace period where they hold that money and then it's in your Sound Money wallet. So what you can do with that is you can either have it transferred directly to your bank account, or you could leave it in there and use that money to purchase your autosave or make any other type of purchases through 7K if you wanted to do that. Okay. So that's just, it's really kind of nice how they have their system worked out. So it's like you can actually, your money can work for you in different ways once it's there. Okay. Once you earn that. But I do want to say this before I go any further. It's not required for you to share the opportunity in order to create a membership. You can create a membership if you just wanted to save in the form of silver and gold. Like even my one brother, he's like, well, I don't really care about the compensation plan. I just want to be able to save in the form of silver and gold. So, that's what he's interested in. He's not worried about sharing it with or earning points or whatever. So that's just something to keep in mind. I just wanted to preface that there. But really, this is something I highly encourage you at least to consider this. It's something that's good information to know. So even at this point, that was my main purpose, is to help educate people on the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold, because this is really 7K. I cannot speak highly enough of them. And so what I want to do here is I want to share something really special with you. Okay. So in order to, if you're interested in becoming a member and you are interested in earning passively with this, with 7K, where you share it and then you earn the points of that, to qualify for the passive income, I want to give an offer to you. This is from me to you. It's like, because in order to rank up from copper to or associate to copper to bronze to silver and so on, you need to work together as a team. And that's why they just developed their compensation plan to share, like as I call it, it's a share plan or paid forward plan. Is everybody needs to work together as a team in order to qualify and rank up. So in order to qualify or rank up quicker, you need to make sure that the people that you're bringing, into 7K, that they're qualifying as an associate and so on. So they grow as you grow. Okay. So what I want to do is make a special offer here. If you wanted to work together as a team, now this is not my team. It's not your team. It's our team. What I want to do is you can actually send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. That's the same email that I have in the chat that's going to qualify you for the weekly cash prize drawing and the monthly drawing. Send me an email with your name, your preferred email address, and your phone number. And the only reason why I'm asking you for your phone number is because it'll give us another option to communicate via text. Okay, now like if you wanted me to call you, I would prefer you to text me first, because when I get your email from you, I'm going to be sending you my personal phone number back. Okay, so you'll be able to contact me via text. And like if you it gives you another option if you're like sharing the presentation with somebody or sharing it and somebody has a question, but you're not quite sure about it yet. You could reach out to me and I will do my best to answer you as quickly as I can, but that just gives us another means of communicating. Okay. So I have on here also here in the chat or in the presentation to send me your address. What I do, I have put together a nice little bundle for everybody that's wanted to be a part of the team. So it would be another thing from me to you to be a part of our team to grow together. Okay. Where I would actually help you qualify as far as, ranking up quicker. And then at the same time, it helps everybody on the team, proceed and actually elevate through the ranks. So what I do is have you send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. When I get your email, I will send you an email back with my phone number. And then also I will share a link with you for you to create your membership. And I'm going to tell you right now, the link that I'm going to give you is not even my own. It's somebody on our team. And so this is how, once you get that link, go ahead and create your account. And then when you have your username or your affiliate link created, send that back to me. And then I will in turn start sharing that with other people as well. Okay. So you see how that works. So it's kind of like you're helping people out on the team. Then in turn, we're going to help you out as far as working together to help you qualify faster. But that's like here, if you did not want to send me an email, you could also go to this link here, the www.7kmetals.com/Rick. That's actually my referral link there. And it's actually, once you create your membership, you have your own personal 7K version website that they allow you to use to share the opportunity. So like if anybody's, you can post this on your, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you want to post it. But if anybody clicks on that link and either makes a purchase or they create a membership, those people get attached to you. So they do, it's a real nice feature that they have where they're actually helping you by, giving you a version of their website. So like when I tell people to create, they say, well, what type of username or affiliate name should I use or whatever? I usually say, try to keep something simple or at least make sure you maintain, the level of professionalism, because 7K is an outstanding organization, and you're going to be sharing that link with people, so you want to make sure it's not something just off the wall. Because I won't even do an example, but you get the point. Just make sure. I usually recommend that people keep it short and simple if you can. Like in this case here, this is my first name and last name, and when you put in go to create your link or your affiliate ID. It'll say whether that's available or not or whatever, but I just should try to tell people to do something fairly simple. Okay. So once you get that, send that back to me, and then I'll share it with other people, and then we can grow and build together as a team. Okay. And if you didn't want to do this from the standpoint of earning passively, please just let me know. That send me an email and say, hey, Rick, I'm interested in silver and gold, but I really don't care about the compensation plan. That's fine too. You don't have to worry about that. And I will, keep that in mind. But then, on the other hand, too, if you work or, maybe you work somewhere where there might be 4 or 5 people that are interested in this, let me know that too, because then we can kind of work together to orchestrate how you might want to share your link. Because one thing that I do need to point out is if you're on here watching the presentation and your spouse, you would want your spouse to be part of the 7K as well. They would have to, that's one of their stipulations, is that person would have to join under the other's, your spouse's ID. So Jack, I see you're on here. So like if your wife wanted to join, she would have to create her membership underneath your affiliate link. But then in that case there, what I would want you to do, Jack, is still send me your affiliate link, because I'll use that to share with another person. And then also send me your wife's affiliate ID, and because then I would actually work that into the mix of sharing it also. So you see how that works, as working together as a team. We all work together to help each other grow. Okay, so that's important. And I did want to say this, when you put in your address, make sure it matches your driver's license or your state ID or your passport or something, because that's part of the checks and balances, because they're dealing with silver and gold, and then also the potential for you to earn money. So 7K has to do that. I think it's called know who your customer is or something like that. I forget the exact terminology for it. But if it's something that, make sure that your address matches, because your very first shipment, your membership package, because you do get something with your membership. Like it's not one of those things where you pay a fee and then that's it. You just pay to join or something like that. No, you get this nice Miles Standish American Silver Eagle book. This is even with the basic membership, and you will get a graded coin with your basic membership. Like if you went with the other package, as far as with the $500 one, that one you do get the book. You get a graded silver coin. You get a graded, or you get the graded silver coin, and then you also get a silver bullion with it too. So you do get something for it. It's not just where you're paying and not getting anything in return. But when they ship that first membership package out, it will be towards what's on your driver's license or the information that you input. Okay. And in order to create your Sound Money wallet, you will need to send them a copy of your driver's license, or your passport or whatever. So just make sure that you have that available to do it. And it's not a big deal. It's something, it's no different than a bank, because in this case here, you're having the potential to earn anywhere from $500 or actually $250 per week on up to $12,500 a week. So there's an income thing there. It's just like if you worked at a job, you have to give them a copy of your driver's license, your social security number, and that. So there is information that they do ask you, and that's why, because if you earn any income at all, they do report that to the IRS. And plus, just to point out, the income that you earn weekly, it's not taxed. Okay, so at the end of the year, so if you're making $5,000 a week, you're going to have to make sure that you're saving a certain percentage. And I always encourage people to check with their accountant or seek advice from a tax professional as far as what percentage you should save per payments, per weekly check there or payment that you get from 7K in order to make sure that you're saving for when it comes to tax time. Okay, so just kind of want to point that out too. Okay, so yeah, to recap, just go ahead and send me an email with your name, your phone number, your best preferred email address. Send that to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. When I get that, I will send you my phone number with the reply email. And then also I will share a link with you for you to create your membership. And then once you create your membership, you go ahead and send that back to me, and I will in turn put that, share that with other people. Okay. So if there's a slight delay, depending on how many people take advantage of this, if I'm waiting for somebody to get back to me after I send them a link, there might be a slight delay, but I assure you I'll get to you as quickly as I can. Okay. So just real quick to recap the different types of membership packages. There's the standard membership, which is $199, the plus, which is $359, and then also the premium, which is the $499. Okay, and each membership has points attached to it. So here you have 50, 100, and 150. So depending on which membership package you have, those actually is how you actually accrue points. Okay, so just the membership packages alone have points, and then the autosavers have points as well. So, and there's a copy of that book again. And then this is, I believe, the one I got with it, my membership package here as well. Okay. So just to recap, there's actually 4 different plans to choose from now, and I need to change that graphic. My apologies there. So there's the basic, which is the Eagle state label, which is the American Eagle, Silver Eagle. That one's the cheapest at $105 per month. Okay, so there is shipping and handling and insurance on that. So our shipping and handling and fee for that. So it actually comes out to like $117 per month. But realistically, if you take 117 divided by 30 days, and you're looking at $3 and some odd cents per day to save in the form of silver. Okay, so it's something really, it shows you that just incrementally, if you can save that much per day, then you can actually start building building wealth by accumulating silver, in this case here with the basic membership package. But then they also have the next one is this one, I'm going to skip to this one here, the 7 Pillars of Gold Notes. This is something that they just came out with, and this is what this looks like. This is something the Roots of Humanity, actually, if you look this up online, this is actually modeled after the stained glass window, where there's 7 stained glass windows, where this guy actually did a really nice presentation. They had this guy on one of the 7K's last events, and he explained the story behind each of the stained glass windows. So what this is the 7-pillar gold note. So it's 1/200th of an ounce fine gold. Okay, so, and it's the autosaver option for this is 115. So if you choose this as your autosaver, and once you lock it in, that ensures that you will get. There's only 10,000 of them made, so that would ensure that you do get one of each series, as long as you maintain your stay current and have it as your autosaver. You would get all of these as far as to complete the whole series. Okay, so that's another option there. And then there's also the State Animal series, which is actually a colorized state or silver coin. And like right now, it's the 50 states. Each United States state has a animal. Okay, so and you would get one from each state. Once you start locking that in. And then there's also the state animal, which is the gold, which is this smaller one that I showed you here. And that one's $179 per month. Like I said, all these have the handling charge and the shipping for FedEx. And that's one thing I did want to point out. Everything that they ship is via FedEx. So on the day that your autosave would come up, you would get an email from them saying, here's a copy of your receipt. We charged your credit card, or we debited your bank account, or we took it out of your Sound Money wallet, depending on where your money's at. And here's your receipt. Very next day after that, you get a email saying, here's the tracking number via FedEx. And then 2 days later, boom, when FedEx delivers it, you get another email from 7K saying, hey, your package was just delivered. Okay, so they're very thorough, and FedEx is, here in the United States, it's always been 2 days for me here, and I'm in Illinois. So just kind of keep that in mind too. Like if you wanted this for a gift or something like that, kind of like keep that in mind for like a 2-day type thing if you were going to purchase something from them as well, because they're usually pretty good with getting shipments out the door right away. As long as, when you order something from their site, it'll actually show, if it's in stock, it'll show you that it's on there. If it's out of stock, sometimes at the beginning of the day stuff is in stock, but then people come in and buy stuff. And then as soon as they run out of stock, they change it to saying out of stock. Okay. So if you ordered something from the website or your own website, those would be shipped the same, within a day as well. So you should get them in 2 days. Okay. So just real quick to how do you become an associate? You need one person on your left and one person on your right. Okay, so like I said, if you were on here and your spouse wants to join and they sign up underneath you, you already have one leg taken care of, whether it's your left or right. And you control which side they go on, but you want to keep doing the left, right, left, right, left, right. So that way it helps you, qualify up quicker. Okay, so you get points from the autosaver, you get points from the membership. Anytime there's a purchase from your website, because I said your referral link is going to be your referral name is going to be part of your link for 7K. So you have your own very personalized version of 7K website. Anytime somebody buys something from there and there's points attached to it, you get credit for that. And so that's what's so real nice. You got the memberships, you got the autosavers, there's either other coin purchases on their website that have points associated with it. So say if somebody in your downline purchased something as a gift and there were points to it, those would get attached to you as well. So there's a lot of different options. Okay. And that's what I want to point out too is real quick, because I know we're getting a little bit over an hour here. I apologize about that. But, it's a lot of information. I mean, I could probably go on for a couple hours here, but I don't want to do that because I know your time is precious. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to share your evening with me. And that's why I do have all these extra bonuses from me to you to show my appreciation to you for being here. But there are more benefits, and I will get to that here in a minute. It's not just, besides saving in the form of silver and gold, which is a huge benefit in itself and giving you that option, there are a ton of other benefits to being a 7K member, and I'll go over those here in a minute too. So just kind of keep that in mind too. Okay, so this is what it would look like. So this would be to qualify as an associate and to rank up. This is actually what it would look like to be a copper, which is the $1,000 per week. So this would be you when you create your membership. Then the very first two people you refer, you have a left and a right. Your first two direct referrals, that would qualify you as an associate. So you have one left, one right, you're an associate. So that way you qualify up to $500 per week. But as I mentioned, they've been doing this since the end of last year, where if you hit 250 points left and right each side, you will get those. They will pay you $250 for that week. Okay. And once they pay you, they subtract those points from your left and right. Okay. But the points don't expire as long as you stay active with 7K. So as long as you're, getting something every month, even if you're not qualified as an associate or whatever yet, as long as you stay active, the points on your left and right continue to stay there. Okay. So then what you want to do is after you get your first left and right, they're an associate. So in order for you to qualify to a copper, which is $1,000, you would want to help those first two people become an associate themselves. Okay. So you want to have your left and right become an associate. Then your next two direct referrals would qualify you as a copper. So it shows you as far as helping other team members out on your team, as far as why it's important to do that. And that's, like I said, if you send me an email, like I'm keeping track of everybody that's on our team and, who's, when they signed up, who signed up underneath them. So that's what's important. So like in this case here, you want to make sure that after you get your first two direct referrals, say maybe those people don't know who to share it with, or they're kind of shy or whatever the case might be, you want to get their referral link so you can actually help them qualify, which in turn is going to help you. Okay. Because like I said, this is really the biggest share plan, pay it forward plan that I've ever seen for any type of thing online. And yet here, it's an opportunity to share online, but it's really, they do have a physical building. Like I said, we're in Idaho, you walk in their front door. So it's really, really nice how they have it set up. It's just, they want people to pay it forward and help share the importance of it. So this is just actually technically how it would look. So this would be your first left and right makes you an associate. Then you help these two people here become an associate. And then you get your next two direct referral, which I've got there. And there, and then that qualifies you as a copper. So then after a copper to become a bronze, you would want to help your first two associates, your first two left and rights, help them become a copper. And then after that, your next two direct referrals would qualify you as a bronze. So then you'd be up to $2,000 per week. So that's how it works. So I'd be able to help you out with that. As far as if you're a little confused about that, it's very simple, really. When you take a minute and just look at it real close. It's actually something very, very simple to do. It's just a matter of sharing the opportunity. Okay. Okay, so here's just go over the recap of the ranks real quick. Associate is 1 left and 1 right. Copper is 2 left and 2 right. Now these are direct referrals. And so like with the associates, up to 500 per week. Copper is up to 1,000. Bronze is 2,000. Silver is up to $3,500 per week. Now, when you hit silver, if you hit silver in the first 90 days, for one, you're going to be making $3,500 a week, which is $14,000 a month, which is very nice, life-changing income. But on top of it, what's 7K is if you hit silver in the first 90 days, they reward you for sharing this great opportunity with other people they'll give you actually a 100-ounce silver bar as long as once you hit within the 90 days, if you maintain that silver rank for an additional 45 days, meaning like people don't fall off or cancel their membership or something like that. As long as you're able to maintain that rank of silver for 45 days after you hit it within the first 90, they reward you by giving you a 100-ounce silver bar for free. Okay, so it's just their way of thanking you for sharing the great opportunity with other people. Okay, so, and what they usually like to do is make a big deal out of it. If they have an event or something, they would call you up on stage and they would present you with it and, have your picture taken and everything. But of course, if you're from another country or something like that and they're able to attend events, I'm sure they have ways of getting that reward to you. Okay, so that's just something extra that they do, which is really, really nice. Okay, so then after silver, there's the gold that's 7,000 per week. Executive gold is 10,000 per week, and the presidential gold is 12,500. And here again, I have the income disclosure. So this is like if you click on that link in the chat, this is what you will see. Okay, and at the time that as far to wrap up the income disclosure, at the time they put together the numbers, out of all this goes from November 2016 through October of 2020. At the time that they did to put these numbers together, out of all the members that were, all the people that qualified as an associate or above, 92% of them were associates. So it's typically easier for somebody just to get 1% on the left and 1% on the right. And that means they at least qualified get that weekly income. Doesn't necessarily mean they received a payment yet, but at least 92% of the people were qualified as an associate. 6% were coppers, 1% were bronze, and then less than 1% were silver. And there were golds, presidential, executive gold and presidential golds. But those are also obviously less than 1% as well. But it just shows you the kind of the breakdowns. The majority of people that do become a member and do qualify as an associate, the majority of the people that join actually just hit that associate rank. But that's where you need to work together as a team. Because my goal is to help everybody here first hit associate, then let's work together and move up and have everybody hit copper and then bronze and so on. Okay, and with communication and sharing the opportunity, that should be something that I'm looking forward to doing with everybody. Okay, so just to recap, and then we'll wrap this up. The member benefits. Okay, I did mention this a moment ago. So with the member benefits, you have access to the Sound Money wallet. You actually have. It's really a great opportunity. Okay, so it's something that you can take advantage of it. You don't have to, but like I said, when you do earn your passive income, it does go into your Sound Money wallet, and you can determine whether you want it going straight to your bank account or leaving it in there to pay for autosavers or whatever too. So that you can change it around however you want to. Okay, they have the autosaver program, which is, like I said, this is like I refer to this as your own personal version of a 401k in the form of silver and gold. But it's nice. So you can do it incrementally. There's some people that have 2 or 3 autosaver shipments per month, and that's fine if that, because they can, they're able to afford to do that, and that's what they want to do. But it's, to stay active and everything, and once you hit ranks and qualify, as long as you have the autosaver in place where once a month you're having something shipped to you, you should be good to go with that. And not a lot, and that's something, like I said, even if you wanted to pause it or something like that, you can. If you are ranked as an associate or above, I highly encourage you to stay active with it, because it's still going to benefit you, because even the points that you make on purchases get attributed to you as well. So you say if you created your membership and the next month or whatever, when you have your autosaver ship, those points, depending on which package you go with, those points will get added to you as well. Okay, so it's not they go to people in your team, but they all in your upline and down in your upline, but they go to the team, but they also go to you as well. Okay, so and they also have a thing called loyalty points. So like when you're having your autosaver shipped to you every month, There's points that go into your loyalty account, which is what it does. And same with if you refer somebody, those points go in there as well. It's kind of like, it's almost like a 7K match, so to speak, if you want to consider it that. But I'm not sure what their technical term is for it. But with those loyalty points, you can actually take those points, and they have a special section for silver or gold items that you can, once you accrue so many points, you can get these silver or gold items for free, so to speak. I think you have to pay shipping for them or whatever, but still, it's something where you can actually get some of your silver and gold down the road for free. Okay, so it's a really nice added bonus that they have. They do offer a 7K healthcare program. So if you wanted to make, there's some people that use this as their full-time income, or if you wanted to use them for insurance, you could get their insurance too. They do have dealer direct pricing, which is key because it helps keep the cost down. Then there's 7K limited edition and rare coins. And they do have things called a coin drop, where once every week to 2 weeks, they have a special coin that they drop, which is a limited edition. And they call it a coin drop because it's not listed on their website until, like, say, if they hit 1,000 or something, and not everybody bought them within the time frame of the coin drop. Whatever's left over, they would put on in the product section. But in most cases, the coin drops are pretty rare, so they usually go pretty quick. Okay, so they do have the rare coins. You have the 1099 tax advantages. So there are advantages, and I encourage you to check with your accountant or CPA and just make sure what you should keep track of if you're doing this, where you're going to be earning passively, or even if you want to do it full time. And like I said, that's not necessary, but if you took that route, there are certain tax advantages too. So that's something I would highly encourage you to check with an accountant on that. They do offer gold-backed IRA. The 7K Advantage is something that Zach talked about. It's automatically included in the package of being a member. So like if you were doing some travel or restaurants or what have you, you're going out of state on vacation or whatever, there's different restaurants and businesses and hotels and everything where you can get discounts on it. And some people pay, like, I know there's a lot of companies out there that offer this type of thing just by itself, and people pay for it. So this is all inclusive of the member benefits. So it's a nice addition there. You have the residual income for life. So if most people that work together as a team, when other people start getting those weekly or it might take you a month or two to hit the first. And some people, it may not. Some people, they join, they have a bunch of people that they're that are going to take advantage of it, and they qualify right away for the weekly payouts. But some people may not be able to share the opportunities with other people, and you might not hit that right away. But once you get that passive income coming in just for sharing this great opportunity with other people, once you get that in, most people continue to stay a member because it's something nice. Plus, on top of it, it's a win-win. People look at it as like, hey, Rick, why would I want to spend money? No, it's not spending. You're saving. That's the whole point of this presentation, is how to build wealth. Okay, and if you're saving in the form of precious metals, silver and gold, you're saving. Okay, yeah, you do have to pay for it. Okay, but you're paying yourself. You're not, okay, theoretically, you are paying yourself because you get the silver and gold in your hand. It's not like you're paying for it or putting the money in the bank where the bank's using your money and they're giving you less than 1% interest on your money. That's kind of like highway robbery if you want to look at it. But like with this, you're actually physically getting the silver and gold. Okay. And so your savings, it's a tangible, touchable thing. And let me just say, that's one thing that I will say that was life-changing me too, is like because as a business owner, okay, I don't have a company to go to for a 401k. Okay. So I'm thinking, this is a great opportunity for small business owners, because it gives you another option to save for yourself. And at the same time, you can offer it to your employees, okay, and let them have the opportunity to say, hey, are you interested in maybe saving in the form of silver and gold? You could do it incrementally once a month or something like that. You can take care of it yourself. A lot of people would be interested in doing that. So I highly encourage you to share that opportunity with them too. But on top of it, you're physically getting it. When you open up that FedEx envelope, and you might, it's coming, but when you open it up and you're looking at it, it's like, this is sweet. This is a physical, tangible thing that's actually my savings. I'm building wealth for my family, and on top of it, I'm holding it in my hand. Okay, so it's something that's really, really nice. Okay, okay, enough of that. Okay, so you also get any type of sale from your website. So you have e-commerce sales from your personal website. Like I said, your affiliate link is going to be part of your own personal 7K website. So yes, there's a lot of benefits to 7K. And they're always working on trying to do more. Like right now, it's only available in 7 countries: the US, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, and Singapore. So if you're in one of those countries and you want to take advantage of it, they are trying to add more countries because eventually they want to be a global company. But some of the stuff that they have is just tremendous, phenomenal looking products. And it's just something just for you to consider. Okay. So in order here again to recap everything, if you want to start today, you can either go to 7kmetals.com/Rick F. If you went to their normal website without my affiliate ID on here, they're going to ask you who referred you. Because even on their own website, they want to make sure that they're paying it forward. That if somebody talk to you about 7K, they're like, okay, well, who talked to you about it? So, let's go ahead and let them know. So then you would put in this case here, Rick F, and then you go be able to create your account. So go ahead and send me an email with your preferred email address, best phone number, and the best way to get hold of you or whatever in your email address. Send that to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. As soon as I get your email, I will send you an email back with my phone number so you can reach out to me via text. And I'd appreciate if you did that first. Like if you do need to talk, we can talk, but I would appreciate you to text me first because of the different time zones and everything. And of course, we all have families and everything. So just kind of keep that in mind too. But I will send you my phone number and I will send you a link for you to create your membership under. And as soon as you create your membership, go ahead and send me your referral link back, and then I will in turn share that with the next person. And together, we're going to build together a really great team. And I'm really excited, and I'm really looking forward to working with you on this. So, but like I said, it's not mandatory for you to do that. If you're interested in silver and gold, and you just want to do that from the standpoint of saving for your future, that's fine too. Just let me know that. Okay, just send, hey Rick, I'm interested, but I really don't care about earn passively. And that's 100% fine. It's not required to saving for your future, okay? Because that's the most important thing, is starting to try to build wealth for you and your family, okay? So I hope everybody got some great insight from this. Go ahead and send me, if you have any questions afterwards or an hour from now, if you come up with a question, go ahead and send me an email. I will get back to this as quickly as I possibly can. And I look forward to having you part of work together as part of a team and helping you, build a better life for yourself and your family. And then also in the same process, if you're interested in earning passively, we can work together as a team to do that. But like I said, again, that's not 100% required. It's just a little cherry on top, so to speak. So I want to thank you for your time. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy New Year coming up. And, some people may not be religious or whatever. Well, happy holidays. But, this is a great time of year. And what I want to do, and if you're listening to this point of the presentation, my extra bonus to you is if you want to take part and join today, let me, send me an email and I will share with you personally. And I'm not going to do this live, but I want to share with you personally how you can get your membership half off. And this is my gift from me to you. It has nothing to do with 7K. It's not coming from 7K. This is from Rick. This is from me to you for being part of my 1-year anniversary celebration. Okay, so send me an email. I'll share that information with you and we'll help you get started today. Okay, hope everybody has a great evening. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you, and we'll talk again soon. Take care. Bye. No.